Members of the Fly Music Society, welcome back to the channel. So Ren, kind of surprisingly actually, or at least I wasn't aware, released his live acoustic version of Murderer. As you guys know, this was probably one of my favorites that he's released lately. This one sounded more, I don't want to say mainstream because you guys know I don't like the mainstream, but this one I see as a radio hit for sure. It had that energy, it had that vibe. It related to more people than some of his other songs did. And just the beat overall, what was really cool, and the music and stuff was really cool. So I'm kind of excited to see if he's going to take it in a different direction like he did with Animal Flow, or if he's going to kind of break it down so we can kind of see what the song's made of. The original version was had really like a reggae feel to the music. And I even said the hook, you know, murderer, sounded really reggae to me. So I'm wondering if it's going to be like a reggae ska type of feel. I'm going to go for there. So it's an acoustic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to listen to it. We'll listen to it all the way through just because I kind of want to just take it in. And then at the end, I will talk about some of the cool things I saw. I may stop it once or twice, and we'll also go over the music. All right, so real quick, members are live on my YouTube channel as well as on my Patreon. Both of them have the same perks. Early access to a lot of videos just like this one. Specific videos made specifically for members that only they get to see. Other perks include sub badges, member shoutouts, things like that. Really supports the channel. On my Patreon, you will get 2 weeks in advance my TV show and movie reactions, which is a really cool thing before they are uploaded to YouTube. But on YouTube, you only get a shortened version of those reactions because of copyright issues. Patreon will have the full reaction to the full movie or full TV show episodes. So that's really cool. For those of you that are new here, what we do is I watch the video or listen to the song. I'll listen to it all the way through. I may interject here and there where I see fit. And then at the end, we talk about the message. We'll talk about the music. Since this is an acoustic version, I'm sure there will be a lot of guitar playing. So without further ado, let's get into it. I am excited for this. Like I said, I like his acoustic renditions and I really enjoyed this original from him. So I'm curious to see where he's going to take it. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get into it.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
Like that. Okay, we got a nice ska feel. There you go. Those of you who aren't aware, ska has a lot of like that little scat influence in the lyrics a lot of the times. Especially if you listen to like, I mean, everybody listens to Sublime, but there's a lot of those bands that do that. Suburban Legends, Real Big Fish will do a little bit of that too. It's kind of ingrained into the ska culture, a little like skibbity bop type of things. They kind of added it in there for fun, but it's become part of that culture. It's really cool to see. This is essentially like a little ska reggae tune that they're playing, which is, again, right up my wheelhouse. Let's continue. There we go. There's a hook.
If you catch me alone, you better get on my zone because I'm ready to kill. I'll sit on my throne made of bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. Feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. See me on the corner of my town. Get back, 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 murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Right. I was born shameless, fighting out in Brighton with the neighbours. Brother, ask your mother what my name is. I was born famous, trendsetter, hot stepper, greatest. Shocking like a finger in the anus. I was born wasted, stoned out my brain but I faded. Writing catchy syllables, contagious. I was born courageous, naked and fucking outrageous. With the microphone I rock stages. I jump upon the rhythm of rhyme, me cyclone. I pull Excalibur right out the stone, King Punk. The precision it hits like Stallone. Rocky, keep it cocky, I'll be Al Capone. I walk alone, sit up on the office throne. If you want it, I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter's home, we'll be staying home alone. Condone the bone, eat it like a Toblerone. Biatch.
Okay, that's a good place to stop. So when he goes into I jump to the rhythm, I think that's the lyrics, but that part in the original was really cool to me just because of the rhythmic change, not only in his cadence, but the music coming in. They did the same thing here. They're essentially doing a 1-4-5 progression that's common in blues, that's common in reggae and ska. It's super common in those, especially. It's just how you play it, right? Right, just how you play it, but it's the same chords, and that's what they're playing. It's a 1-4-5 in F minor. But yeah, I like the reggae ska sound of the music, just like the original, but this is kind of broken down and a little bit more raw. But I also like that he's not so much rap. He's mixing rapping with spoken word and singing. He does the rapping and singing thing a lot already, but I think it's different in this one because he's also doing a little bit of spoken word. There's a rhythm to it, but it's more so a little bit more monotone, which I actually think it fits this acoustic thing. Okay, let's keep going though.
I pull this scallop right out the stone. King Punk, the precision it hits like Stallone. Rocky, keep it cocky, I'll be Al Capone. I walk alone, sit up on the office throne. If you want it, I'll deny it like a mortgage loan. Your daughter's home, we'll be staying home alone. Condone the bone, eat it like a Toblerone. Biatch. If you catch me alone, you better stay on my zone, because I'm ready to blah 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 blah. I'll sit on my throne, made the bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Murderer, if you see me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, tack, tack. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa.
Okay, we get a solo. Hold on. I've yet to see Ren do a solo. I think he did one in the Big Push thing. That was one, but acoustic solo, let's go.
Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa. I line them up against the wall, and I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going?
That was really cool what they did there with the, again, very subtle with these acoustic things to make it a little bit different. You don't have like modulations and sound effects and stuff. It's just the raw acoustic instruments, but having these stops and starts, right? Again, really cool in music when they do those things to kind of take you in and out of the song or make you feel a certain way, but it also kind of gets you feeling the rhythm again. I line them up against the wall, and I don't mean metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat. Sorry, last time I'll stop it. And then with the rhythm of the guitar, right? So he's doing like a so he's rhythmically projecting vocals that coincide with the guitar rhythm, right? So he's playing percussion with his words as well as with the guitar. Really cool with these acoustic renditions again when they do things like that.
Lyrical bullets, I mean actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going, lad? Rhymes are flowing mad, trust that. I'm a pro at that, seeds are sowing bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, a man is twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit, I push the button, we panic. Breathe, that sees the land, sky and the
Dr.
seas.
Dre, let's go.
Seeing me freestyle freely. What man? Yeah, I came to rock man. Drop it like it's hot fan. Wear a clothes from Oxfam. Goddamn, I am a blood-sucking titan from the streets of Brighton. Hit you with my right hand. sucker. If you catch me alone, you better get on my zone, because I'm ready to I sit on my throne, make the bodies and bones, because I'm mentally ill. Yeah, no feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat-tat, murderer. See me on the corner of my town, get back, back, back. Murderer, swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, tack, tack, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa, oh, 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 yeah.
Yeah. Really, really, really cool. So yeah, like I said, these acoustic renditions, right? You have to think the less amount of instruments or the less amount of stuff you have to put into the song, the more things you have to do with the instrument that you have. I mean, Ren's done these acoustic covers before, and he makes them work. But I really like that there was two guitars here that were playing off each other. He had a little solo in there, which was really cool. And then he added the little Dr. Dre Next Episode in there, paying homage to a whole bunch of different things in this. So yeah, at the very beginning, I think it was the intro, he had a little bit of that like cracking in his voice, which I think is really cool, especially when it's performed as on purpose, right? Just adds a little bit of flair to his voice. This one, the whole way through, pretty much is very ska-ish, but it does start off a little bit more reggae, and the difference is pretty slight. Honestly, reggae was originally called ska, then it became reggae, and then from that birthed the modern ska that we hear today. But it's a straight ska groove all the way through, right? There's massive reverb on his vocals, but that also is prevalent in ska, so that makes sense as well. And then I talked about the spoken word, which is really cool. But yeah, this one felt like it was paying homage to a lot of kind of different genres in one. Like I said, definitely ska, but you got the spoken word in there, ska, reggae, you got some rap, you got some rock, which, I mean, the solo could have been really for anything, but I felt like that was more of like a rock pentatonic solo, even though it was more of a minor, but it was really cool. But yeah, that little ditty that we got of Dre's Next Episode was really cool. That is his homage to rap right there. And he was in California, right? That was recorded in California. So that's Dre's from LA, from Cali. Ren's very good about celebrating the culture of all of these different genres he's able to play, right? Whether it's rap, again, ska, any of these, he's able to celebrate that culture. He doesn't take away from it. He celebrates it. But it's really cool to see the song broken down into its elements and what it stemmed from, right? That riff is already a very reggae and tempo-driven riff. And I'm not saying like it's really fast, but I'm saying it keeps the beat, it keeps the pace, it gives you a heartbeat to the song, right? That's really cool. But yeah, the other acoustics were a bit different, right? He had a strictly hip hop song, like Animal Flow is a good example, where he had a straight hip hop song with almost like technical beats, right? There was some, obviously everything's created on his guitar and he mashes it up on the computer, but he created an acoustic version that was really different than the original. This one was originally pretty acoustic, with the acoustic guitar and stuff in there, and the obviously the drums and stuff the beat was technical, but the main riff of the whole thing was an acoustic guitar, so it really didn't have to change much. So it just broke it down to that and him rapping, which was really, really a cool thing to see a song kind of deconstructed in that way. But yeah, it's keeping the same roots of the original song, but leans more heavily on the ska and reggae portions, honestly, in my opinion, musically, than does the hip hop portions. But it really shows the depth of Ren's music. But rap music in general, rap can kind of coexist in so many areas. I've mentioned before, metal and rap are very similar in the sense of how they do their vocals, right? It's very in your face, it's very intense. That's why Rage Against the Machine works so well. We have rap with ska, we just saw rap with reggae, very similar. We have rap and rock, that's where all of these mashups came from with, Public Enemy and Anthrax did one. Run DMC and Aerosmith did one. Rap is so good at meshing together because it really is taking these upbeat rhythmic lyrics, right? And finding a beat that matches. Some of them only work particularly in particular beats, and sometimes they're better with those beats, but I am talking a lot about the song. I want to get into the music real quick. So let's start from the beginning. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'll try to speak up. Let's start from the beginning. Again, it's in F minor. F minor, right? So F minor. First fret, first fret. All right, let's go.
Out in the street, they call it murder.
It's literally the 1 to the 7. So it's going from, he's going from F minor to E flat major. And that gives us this leading tone. So in this key, this note makes you want to like, it needs to resolve, right? To the 1. So that's what that whole thing is there. And he vamps that a couple times. Cool. That's a reggae groove right there.
Scoop. Murderer.
Okay. So guitarist there is playing. And the 5 is probably, besides actually resolving to the 1, is the most feeling of resolve, right? Probably the one you hear the most in music actually. And then the 7 was the second one, right? Which we just talked about again. All that is to lead back to the tonic. All right, let's continue. Oh, yeah. And again, he's just vamping those chords in first position. So he's second position, excuse me. Pretty simple.
Oh,
and that was the 7 again. Then we get the hook.
if you catch me alone, you better get on my zone because I'm ready to kill.
All right, so this one's pretty cool. I think originally it wasn't played this way. It was played in second position or third position, but he's playing it. Right, that's the whole riff. Makes sense, makes sense. Right, that's the whole riff. Makes sense, makes sense.
I'll sit on my throne made of bodies and bones because I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive, I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down.
All right, and you know, he tells them to cut off, so that way when they both come in for the chorus or the hook, it hits harder. Right?
Homie, it's the way that I. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down. Rat-tat-tat-tat, murderer.
So now he's playing, Ren's playing the same chords, but he's playing it in first position. So instead of playing higher up here on the second string, he's playing it on the first string. So root position. This is the hook played in root position. That's what it is. Again, all they're doing is they're moving around where they're playing the notes. So not only, right, does it sound different, but they can play those in ways to where one instrument is switching to the higher register, one instrument switching to the lower register, etc. And they don't step on top of each other. Textbook music composition.
See me on the corner of my town, get back, murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Right.
His buddy's now playing the same thing Renner was playing in the root position, right? And he's just rapping over it.
I'm mentally ill. I'm feeling alive. I got the will to survive, so never test my skill. For goodness sake, man, I'm ready to break, man. Murderer, homie, it's the way that I get down.
Okay, for the solo, all he's doing again, playing in F minor in the F minor scale. All those different places you can play it, right?
Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa.
Oh, that famous lick. That famous lick. All minor scale. Really, really cool. Let's listen to it without me interrupting like an asshole.
Swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack, murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa. I line them up against the wall, and I don't mean.
Again, these chords, same ones. 1, 4, 5, 1. That's all he's playing, but they're just playing a different rhythm.
Metaphorically, lyrical bullets. I mean, actually fucking kill him, squeeze the trigger and pull it. Blood splat, how's it going, lad? Rhymes are flowing mad, trust that. I'm a pro at that, seeds are sowing bad boy. I'm an addict, volcanic, I'm
So cool.
twisted and manic. The rhymes are gifted, goddammit, I push the button, we panic. Breathe.
Okay, humor me for a second. Being from Cali, I gotta figure this out. There we go. Easy enough. That whole phrase was definitely reggae vocals, the way he's singing. Definitely 100% reggae.
Murderer. See me on the corner of my town. Get back. Murderer. Swing for your jaw in the first round. Attack. Murderer. Homie, it's the way that I get down. Whoa, yeah.
All right, then ended that phrase on. On the F minor. Really, really cool. Musically, from a music writing perspective, the chords are pretty straightforward. It's just all the other stuff they do musically is what makes it interesting, right? How they go in and out of beats and rhythms and into the next sections, how they transition to the next sections, how they each flip from, higher register to lower register on both the guitars and then with his vocals, how that all mixes. All that is, again, intentional and part of how music works. So I try to keep these videos under 30 minutes. I'm at 32 right now, but once I edit out some of the stuff and the blank spaces, it should be right under 30. So I appreciate the support. This was really cool. I'm looking forward. He's going to be dropping a song every Thursday now. So we got to get on these really quickly. I appreciate the support. The guitar is going to be coming out a lot more. I made that promise to myself. So I appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much for that. Let me know what the next Ren song I should do. I want to get through Money Game I know Love Music Part 4 is coming out. I haven't heard any of them, so I need to get on that. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Helps the channel out a lot. Most importantly, make sure that you like and subscribe to Ren's channel, to this video. He's at 1.02 million, but we all know he should be way higher than that. Really, really cool. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Appreciate your support. Please do remember that good vibes are contagious.